welcome. My opponent for this game was QUAN. This is going to be an Axis placement game. It's my second one of the season. And so with that, we'll get right into the gameplay. Alright, Germany round number 1. So Russia... Oh, that's me, sorry. Russia bought 4 infantry, 3 artilleries. And then he did the standard 9-12, right? He lost a couple of guys in... he lost almost everything but 2 tanks in Ukraine, and he lost 3 infantry in West Russia, which is below standard, right? A little bit more than average. And then he moved this guy down to Xinjiang instead of moving him back towards Russia. And then he stacked 5 guys here. Now, usually the 5 guys here is an indication of a KJF. But we'll have to see. Obviously, you can't really tell until United Kingdom moves. But I went ahead and did the math, and I think I'm going to do a Karelia stack round 1. It's going to give him a 26% chance to take it back. But if he does, he's going to be significantly deplenished. Deplenished? No. Depleted. So we're going to do that. So I just went ahead and replaced my bomber and bought 7 infantry and 2 artilleries. We are going to take Karelia. We are going to hit Ukraine with 3 guys and planes. Alright. And then we are going to hit Trans. And then we are going to hit C-Zone 7 with everything. Alright, I think that's right. That's even better. Okay. Let's get this done. Alright, combat was pretty good. We did lose 3 subs in C-Zone 7. And I thought about keeping one of the subs and sacking the cruiser. But I opted just to go ahead and have the sub be dead. Our fighters are going to go to France. And then these fighters are going to go to France also. Or 2 of them are anyway. And 1 will go to Baltic. And then we're going to stack Karelia. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's see what else I can do here. Going to Baltic. These guys are going up. This guy's going up. AA gun's going up. Italy's going there. I'll move this guy to Italy. Going up to Baltic. the Baltic. This guy will go down to France, and these 2 tanks will go to Baltic. And then we will regroup here, and we'll move forward. I don't know if I did the math right. I think I did. All right. I think so. Let's see here. Nine and 4. I have 9 and 4. Okay, that's even better. All right. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, they did go out of there. Okay. All right. I think that's all I want to do. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to put 1 artillery in Italy, and everything else goes to Germany. All right. Alrighty, that's going to do it for Germany round 1. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 1. Alright, Japan round number 1. So, I think this is going to be a KJF. He bought a fighter, 2 infantry, and an aircraft carrier. Dropped a fleet in Sea Zone 7. He also... He didn't land any fighters in West Russia because if he didn't, I was going to have an 84% chance to wipe that fleet. So he had to leave that extra fighter there. And then he took Transjordan back. He killed my battleship, which was good, but he did not sack the bomber, which obviously that's a tendency to do. Bombers are more valuable money-wise, but for defense, they're trash. They only have a 1 defense, so... Bomber's most likely going to be dead next turn. And then he did not move this fleet here, which I'm assuming is going to be used for a KJF. So he's going to marry it up with this fleet. So if I don't do Pearl Harbor, which I'm not going to do, he's probably going to go down to 45 or to the Solomon or to the Solomons here and then merge these fleets. So I'm going to have to deal with that. But I'm going to just put as much pressure on Russia as I possibly can. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to forego Barry. Actually, I should probably take Barry and let him attack it with... yeah, let's do that. We'll take it with 1 guy. And then... Oh, I didn't tell you what I bought. I bought 2 transports, 2 infantry, and a fighter. I'm going to buy a lot of air, you're going to find out. So, all right, we're going to go 2 there, 4 there, the artillery there, the fighter there. And then we're going to go the artillery there, the guy there. We're going to take 2 guys there and the fighter there. We're going to take 1 of these fighters and kill this transport. And then the other one is going to go there. Alrighty, our battleship is going here. Our cruiser is going here. Let's see. Do I want to save that battleship? Actually, yeah, I think I do. This fighter here can go... let's go here. And then we'll take our bomber into Yunnan, and then we're going to take our tank and 1 infantry and go into Yunnan. And then this fighter here can go to Anway. That's a lot of overkill probably on Anway, but it is what it is. I want to kill him. All right. Yeah. Well, if I send the destroyer over there, I'll have the plane. I'll have the aircraft carrier can go up to 60. Let's do that. All right. I think that's it. I think that's all I want to do. It's kind of dicey. Oh well. That's all right. All right. Combat was really good until Burma. 5 rounds of combat to get 1 hit. And he got 2. Alright. This fighter's going over here to Libya. Our aircraft carrier is going into 61. This fighter here is going down to East Indies. This aircraft carrier is going up to 60. Let's see, our bomber is going to go to the Philippines. This guy's going up there. Let's see, these fighters are going to go, let's see. Put one of them there and one of them in Manchuria. And then put them there. Our submarine will go to 48. And our battleship will stay where it is. Alright, I think that's it. It's going to be interesting trying to defend this KJF, but, well, it's alright. And we're going to give up Quang Tung, so he's going to take it. That's okay, we can clean it up. We can clean it up pretty good. And then we're going to go full force towards Russia. All right. All right. Our fighter is going to go into 60. And our 2 transports and our 2 infantry. All right. All right. That is going to do it for Japan round 1. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 2. All right, Germany round number 2. So he's going to do a split ocean. So he went ahead and bought with America aircraft carrier, transports, infantry, and artilleries, and everything went into the east coast of America. And then he took Quang Tung with 1 dude and moved his fleet into Sea Zone 44. He's going to marry it up with this, and that's going to be his KJF. And then he's also, oops, sorry. He's also going to try to do landings over here. Let's see. So he's got what? 2 fighters. He can have a tank and an infantry. I'll have 3 infantry and artillery and some fighters. Should be enough. All right. And then, Russia bought 7 artilleries because he wants to, I'm not sure what, hit me back, but I'm not even stacking anything. And then he pushed forward into Ukraine and into Bello. So he's willing to trade heavy with Germany, which is fine. The only problem with that is it's not going to be well do well for him. Well, maybe it will. I don't know, but I don't think so. One good thing for him is I can't take Ukraine back, which kind of sucks for me. And I always do this. I always forget to put shit in Poland, and I don't ever have a counter to this. I got to get better at that. But in this case, I'm just buying 14 infantry. I just went heavy infantry. We are going to go, I'm going to take 2 infantry in our bomber and hit West Russia. And then I'm going to take 2 infantry and a fighter. And then I'm going to take 7 infantry and 9 tanks and stack Archangel. And then I am going to hit Egypt. Let's see, what else do I want to do? I think that's it. I'm going to move some units into... he's going to take Bulgaria, so he's going to push forward, but that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it'll be fine because his back door is going to be wide open. I'll never say that again. Oh, shit. All right. I think that's it. Let's run this. Alright, this was kind of horrible. Oh, man. That is a lot of rounds of combat with no hits. And losing 2 guys. That one sucked. So I'm going to lose Africa. Which is fine. That just means that he's going over here and not towards India. Even though I'm not really going towards India. Alright, our bomber is going... Ooh, it can't go to France. We're going to go to... Should I move everything to Northwestern? Let him take France? Nah. I'll put it in here. And then that's going there. That's going there. Our fighter is going to go... to Poland. And we're going to send all this stuff to Poland. And then this stuff's going to France. Oh yeah, that's just rough. I guess I could have retreated after the first 3 rounds of not getting a single hit with anything, but I figured I was just committed anyway, just trying to kill the bomber. That's going to be ugly though. That's pretty ugly. Yeah, that's interesting. All right. Not exactly how I wanted it to be, but oh well. All right, so 2 guys are going into Karelia, 10 guys into Germany, 2 guys into Italy. All right, that's going to do it for Germany too, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 2. All right, Japan round number 2. So, let's see what United Kingdom did. United Kingdom bought 2 transports, an artillery, and an infantry. And he put them here in C-Zone 8. I might just kill that. 5 fighters and a bomber, I might be able to kill that. And then he'll have nothing over there. I don't know, though. I got to see if it's worth it to me to kill it. And then he took Northwestern, which I left undefended, and he took Egypt, which we thought he would do because I just had such a horrible battle there. So Africa is going to have to wait for a minute. I went ahead and just bought 6 infantry and an industrial complex for Manchuria. So I'm hard pressing for Moscow. He didn't move this fleet here. He still didn't marry him up with that. I don't know what he's doing with that. Either he keeps forgetting about this fleet or he's got something in mind. Maybe to hit East Indies. But as long as my fighter's there, I think East Indies has a pretty good chance to defend. But you never know. Last couple games I've had some wild dice, to be honest. So I'm going to let him take the Philippines if he wants. And then I'm going to kill his navy if he decides to take it. So I'm going to take Burma with my tank blitz. And then all this stuff is going up here. This stuff is going forward here. We're going to use our fighter. We're going to use this fighter. And then we are going to grab an artillery and 3 dudes and drop them in Kwangtung. And we're going to bombard it. Our whole navy is going to go into 61. And then our fighters here are going to go here. And our bomber is going to go here. No, we're not going to put the bomber there. Hold on. Bomber's going to go there. I want it to be able to get back to... well, let's see. Let's not even use the bomber on that. Although, let's see. Does he have a bomber? I guess we can use it on this. Because I can land it here. He does not have a bomber in range that I can see. Alright. That's it. That's all we're going to do. That is all we're going to do. Alright, combat was pretty good for me, but also for him. He got a hit back on every single battle. He got a hit back, so that's pretty good for him. I'm going to move this guy forward. Our fighters are going to 61, or one of them is. The other one is going to go there because we're going to land our bomber there. Oops, not that fighter. That fighter is going to go here. This fighter is going to 61. Our bomber is going here. We'll put the aircraft carrier here. The battleship here. Submarine. And 60. Right? Yeah, I think so. And then this fighter here is going to Poland. Industrial complex into Manchuria, 6 infantry into Japan. Alright, that's going to do it for Japan round 2, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 3. Alright, Germany round 3, so this is going to be an interesting turn. So I did the math on this fleet right here, and I'm going to hit it at a 77% chance to kill it. I'm going to lose a lot of planes, so I went ahead and bought 2 more fighters and 8 infantry. And let me just review USA real quick. So USA bought 3 transports, 3 infantry, and 3 artilleries. Everything went into the East Coast, and then he moved his fleet down here because he's readying for his KJF to start taking the money islands. But I'm going to set up Japan so I can just smash his fleet. That's my plan anyway. I don't know if that's going to work. And then in Russia, he bought 9 infantry, which is smart, and then he branched out, took Bulgaria, Belo, and West Russia, and Berry. And he lost an infantry taking Berry. So, but that's okay. We kind of expected that too. So we can probably wipe that. I don't know, but we're gonna do some stuff here. He's not gonna get that industrial complex. What did I say? I bought 2 fighters and 8 infantry. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop these 4 guys here. And we're going to use, let's say 4 tanks. And we'll do 3 tanks. We're going to send 1 tank over there. Let's see. And then we're going to do... We're going to do 2 and an artillery. We're going to send 5 infantry down there. And then the pièce de résistance. We are going to hit C Zone 8. What is that? Destroyer, aircraft carrier. Okay. Oh, this poor bastard's gonna die, but oh well. Alright. Alright, let's get this done. Favorable C Zone 8, we'll see. Oh, 2 fighters with a bomber. I'm gonna keep a fighter. Alright. So I opted to keep the fighters. And let's see, I think I can stack France now. He's got, let's see, he can do... Maybe not. Oh, we'll just kick him out of France. So we'll go there. We'll pull everything back into Germany. We'll send these 7 guys and our tanks back to Karelia. And we will send 5 guys up to... I'm going to have 2 fighters and 8 infantry there. Plus everything I moved back. And then this poor guy... we'll just leave him there, I guess. Let's see. All right. I think that's all we want to do. Right? Yeah. All right. All right, so our 8 infantry, 2 fighters. Since we have 3 fighters in Germany, we'll put 2 fighters there. And we'll put 8 infantry into Germany. Actually, no, we won't. We will not. We'll put 2 fighters in Germany. So if he goes to Sea Zone 8, we'll have 5 fighters. Even though that's not enough, but it might be. Might be a deterrent. Alright. Alright, all in all, not a terrible turn for Germany. So that will be the end of Germany round 3, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 3. Okay, Japan round number 3. So I made a mistake. I should have left 1 guy in France. Because he blitzed his tank through there and took Italy. He bought an aircraft carrier and 2 more fighters and put it there. Spent all of his money there, which is fine. That means nothing went into India. He did move a guy and took Burma back, which is fine. We're going to try to take it back. And then he killed my little guy in Libya, so Africa's done. So, not a terrible turn for him. He is going to... I don't know if he's going to try to stack France. I'd be shocked if he does. But you never know. You just don't know. You just don't know. So, I am going to keep pushing forward. And then this, I have enough stuff. I have enough navy that I can kill him. If once he goes and tries to take this island here, I'll just kill him. So I am going to risk this fighter here. If I leave the fighter there, he only has a 35% chance to capture East Indies. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. Yeah. Can't use both of those fighters. All right. And then I did the math. I looked at a lot of the... I don't see his bomber anywhere near here, so I'm going to kill this finally. And we're going to set up in 61 to repel this, and we're going to kind of stack this. So all I did was bought 5 infantry and artillery, another transport, and another fighter. The extra transport I'm going to use to threaten Alaska or Hawaii. Or both. Or Western United States. And then we're just going to keep trying to move as much stuff as we can over here. So we're going to take this, and we're going to use a fighter. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll do this one here. And so we can hit that with 2 fighters. And then this fighter will go down to East Indies, and this other one will stay up here. Yeah. All right. All right, so we're going to grab... Where's our transports? We're going to go here. Grab 4 guys. Actually, we're only going to take 2 transports. Hold on. All right. We're going to take 2 transports, grab 4 infantry, Drop them there. We're going to use our bomber and 3 fighters. Try to clear out Barry. And then we're not going to attack these right now. Not yet. That's pretty much all we're going to do as far as combat. The other 2 guys are going over to... are going over to Kwangtung. Or Yunnan, I'm sorry. And then everything's going to set up in C-Zone 60. Alright. So I think that's all I want to do. Alright. Combat was fine. We're going to take one of these fighters and land it in East Indies. The other one is going into Yunnan. We're moving this stuff forward. And this stuff is going forward. Let's see. These 3 fighters are going back to 61. Our bomber is going into Yunnan. Do I want it to go into Yunnan? No. Let's put it in... let's put it... let's put it in Kwangtung. And then let's see. This fighter here... gonna go into C-Zone 61. This fighter here is going into Sichuan. And that way it can be involved in this battle here if he decides to take East Indies. And then this transport is going to grab 2 guys and put them in... No, let's put them... Hold on. Let's see. And our sub going into 48. I think that's fine. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's fine. All right. Yeah. All right, so our artillery and our 2 infantry are going into Manchuria. Three infantry are going into Japan. A transport is going into Zone 60. And a fighter is going into... Well, hold on. And our fighter's going into Japan. I think that's fine. Alright. I may have messed this up, but we're going to see. I don't see any bombers for him anywhere, so I think I'm okay. Anyway, that's going to do it for Japan 3. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 4. All right, Germany round number 4. So my mistake here, and he stacked this. But my mistake here was that I let him blitz a tank over to Italy. Kind of sucked. Let's see. USA, all they bought was 9 infantry, a transport, and an artillery. Everything went on the East Coast. And he did no combat at all. And he didn't move anything from here. He just left it there. Which is fine. That's perfectly fine with me. It's just going to allow me to build more of a defense for Japan. So, and he stacked it, like I said, he stacked France. And he moved all this over here. So I can't really do anything about that right now. And then Russia, 5 artilleries and 3 infantry. He has too much money as Russia. I've really not done a good job cutting down his money. But that's going to change pretty soon. For Germany, I just bought 8 infantry, 2 artilleries, and another fighter. And then we are going to use our tank here to take that from Russia. So he has to trade it back. We are going to send 5 guys into Ukraine. We are going to send 2 infantry and a fighter into Italy. And then we're going to send everything else into France. That is it. So let's get that done. Alright. Combat was pretty good. We cleared Italy and cleared France, and we lost 3 guys in France. We're going to move... Actually, wait a minute here. Okay, I did Karelia here. Where's my Karelia? I got 9 infantry there, and I'm going to have 8 tanks. Let's see. Do I want to do 6 fighters? 5 fighters? Yeah, I think I do. That's only 16 guys, so I can actually leave those 4 guys in Bello. But I'm not going to. I'm going to leave 2 guys in Bello. And our 4 fighters are going there, and these fighters are going there. Well, why do I only have 2 AA guns? Oh, because I can't move that guy. He used to take Italy. I wonder if I should put an AA gun. 3 and 3, a bomber, 2 fighters, and a cruiser. And why not? Let's do that. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, alright. Alright, we're going to send a fighter and an artillery. Actually, no. Yeah, we do need 1 artillery. No. We'll put the artilleries and the infantry into... because we put a fighter there. we're actually going to have 17 guys, 6 fighters, 8 tanks, and no artillery. Yeah. All right. All right, and we're back up to 42. So obviously this is going to be a pain, but he's only got 6 units coming in here this turn, which I should be able to kick out. Karelia is nice and stacked. I don't think I can take West Russia yet. In fact, I know I can't. But he can't take Karelia either. So if he wants to trade, that's fine because Japan's coming. So that's going to do it for Germany round number 4, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 4. All right, Japan round number 4. So United Kingdom bought 4 transports and 4 artilleries because he had so much friggin' money. So he's got 4 transports there now, and he's got he put 3 artilleries in India and 1 in United Kingdom. So he's ready to start landings. Now he's ready for maybe the 1-2, except he doesn't have enough stuff yet. And then he moved this fleet from here over to here. It's still in range of 37, but so is my fleet. It's in range of Borneo now. Which, what is he going to do? Borneo, and then he's going to do 30 East Indies with America, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if that's the plan. I mean, it's not a bad plan, I guess. Let's see. Can I throw 2 fighters on Borneo? I probably could, and probably send a couple more fighters. Over there, let's see here. Just got 2 infantry. I could probably do that, but I could probably just take it back and kill his fleet. Which is probably what I'll do. He captured Algeria. Yeah, we figured he would. And then he took Morocco. So Africa is back to him. He's making a lot of money with the United Kingdom. He's making 35 bucks. That's good money for him. I'm cutting into Russia a little bit. And we're going to put a little pressure on USA this turn and see what we can do here. So I went ahead and bought 3 artillery and 6 infantry. We're going to take 1 guy and take that. We're going to take an artillery and an infantry. Oh, let's see. What do I got there? I got 2 transports, 3 transports. Yeah. Nobody's in range of the Philippines yet. Let's see. Do I want to do 1 and 1? I'll just take one of them. And then I'm going to go over here with 1. Try to take Alaska. And then we are going to go here. Let's see. Our bomber. And then we're going to try this with 1 guy and a fighter. All right. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. Actually, this guy here can go here as well. We're going to put it back in Yunnan. All right. All right, let's run it and see how we do. Wow. All right. We were unfortunate in Kazakh. We did not take it, but everywhere else we did pretty good. So our bomber is going to go back to Yunnan. These guys are moving up. These guys are moving up. These two fighters are going to go back to Yunnan. All right. Now, these guys are moving forward. All right, now this transport is going to go here, grab this guy, and then grab one other guy. Go back here and drop them in Yunnan. And then we're going to, 2 guys there and 2 guys there. And go to Yunnan. Right? Okay. And now our fleet is going into the Philippines. I'll land a fighter here on the Philippines. Alright, so the reason we're doing the Philippines move, and I can't see a bomber here, so I hope I didn't screw this up. I don't see a bomber here anywhere for him. If he decides to move back this way towards Hawaii, then we can smash that fleet with this stuff here. That's why these fighters here in Yunnan can actually get there. And then the other fighters that are on the carriers can land on Wake if they have to, and we can wipe this United States fleet before it makes it back to Hawaii. And it's also in range of 37 if we want to wipe it there too as well. So that's why we did that. And I think that's it. I think that's everything. All right, we're going to throw 2 artillery. And 1 in Japan. And we'll throw 1 infantry and 5 in Japan. I think we're good. I don't know. I always hate leaving transports by themselves because I don't know what's going to happen next. But I think we're actually pretty good. Alright, that's going to do it for Japan round 4. And I will see you guys back for Germany round number 5. Alright, Germany round number 5. So, USA and Russia got some tremendous results. USA, let's see what they did real quick. USA bought 2 tanks, 2 infantry. Put them over here in western United States. A submarine also went into western, and 3 artilleries went into eastern. And then he attacked France with his stuff that he had here in C-Zone 10. And I think he only lost 1 guy. Oh, he lost 2 infantry. All right. And then Russia, and then the non-com, he just moved up from Canada. He didn't do anything with this here. Nothing with that there. So, and then for Russia, let's see here. 5 infantry, 2 artilleries, and then he hit Ukraine and lost 1 infantry Destroyed 5 infantry, lost 1 in Ukraine. That's insane. Killed the tank without losing a unit, and killed Bello and losing 1 infantry. So I guess it was a kind of a wash. But so for Germany, I just bought 14 guys. And we're just going to keep trading. I should kick this guy out of this here, which I think I'm going to do. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 5 guys and hit Ukraine. And I'm going to use 7 tanks. I'm going to take 1 tank and 2 guys there. I'm going to take 1 infantry here. I'm going to take... Oh, I don't want to do that. I do want to kill that, though. I really want to kill that. Alright, let's do 2 guys. And we'll use a fighter. And then we'll take everything else and hit France. Alright. Alright. That's insane. Alright, combat was pretty hilarious. 7 rounds of combat to get 1 hit in Bello. 7 rounds. Let's see. So he can do 2. That might not be good for me. So I think he's gonna do it anyway and try to kill all my tanks. Let's see here. I'll throw some Japanese fighters in there. I'll throw a couple Japanese fighters in there. So these 5 fighters are going back to Russia. I'm sorry, back to Germany. That fighter is going to go back to Karelia. All right. All right. We're going to throw 2 guys and 10 guys and 2 guys. All right. All right. All right, that's going to do it for Germany round 5, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 5. All right, Japan round number 5. So, United Kingdom, about 5 infantry, 5 artillery. UK's making a lot of money. 39 because I've been kicked completely out of Africa. And he took France, which he's going to stack again with these 10 guys from America. So I'm going to have to kick him out again, which is a pain in my ass, but I still have enough money with Germany that I can keep buying stuff. And I'm going to have to do some stuff here and start squeezing Russia. So, and I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to threaten this fleet. I'm done with it. I'm kind of done with messing around with the Pacific. He took France, and he only lost... He lost 3 infantry and 3 artillery, so that wasn't a terrible battle for me. I didn't even run the numbers on it, but it wasn't terrible. And that's the only combat he did. So I went ahead. I'm going to do another industrial complex for Kwangtung, and I'm just going to start dropping 11 units, 11 land units in Asia every turn from now on. And that should get him. That should overwhelm Russia pretty soon. So the other thing I'm going to do is get rid of this fleet here, except for the sub. I can't kill the sub because I don't have a destroyer in range. But I'm going to threaten this fleet and start taking some of these islands. And maybe go over to Africa with Japan. So I'm going to use this fighter, this bomber, and these 4 fighters. And do I only have, that's all I have? 5 fighters and a bomber? Yeah, okay. Funny thing is, if I lose, I'm going to kill the bomber. Alright. Where's my other bomber? I thought I had 2 bombers. I do not. Alright, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go heavy. I'm going to go heavy up there. And then I'm going to go here. These 2 fighters. Because those fighters are going to Ukraine. Let's see. So maybe I thought that was a bomber, but it was a fighter. Okay. I think that's all I want to do. Yep, I think that's all I want to do. I was going to take Hawaii, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to send one of my transports down here so I can start taking Africa or Australia, dealer's choice, and then I'm going to take Hawaii on the back end. But I'm going to go ahead and just let him use his 2 tanks and his infantry to try to kick me out of Alaska, which then means that when these 3 transports go back to Sea Zone 10, he was going to do 1 infantry. He was going to put 3 artilleries. Or I thought he was going to do the 3 tanks, but anyway, he's not going to be able to have much of a reinforcement the second time around, right? All right, let's get this done. Alright, combat was good. We did lose the bomber in Sea Zone 5, or Sea Zone 30, which kind of sucks. Let's see, we're going to send our 2 aircraft carriers to 37. Our cruiser, our destroyer, our submarine, our 2 battleships, and 1 transport. And then we're going to send... Okay, this one here is going to go to East Indies. The other 4 are going to go into Sea Zone, whatever that is, 37. This fighter here is going to go there. These fighters are going to Ukraine. These 6 guys are going forward. These 2 guys are going forward. These guys are going forward. Right? Our 2 transports are going here. We're going to pick up an artillery and 3 guys and drop them in Yunnan. And then this guy's going forward. This guy is going to go here, grab 2 guys and drop them into Manchuria. I think that's it. Yep. All right, our industrial complex is going into Kwangtung. We're going to put 1 artillery in each place, and the rest of our infantry is going there. Alrighty. We are putting a little bit of a squeeze on Russia, which is good. And now, like I said, we're just going to dump 11 units. We're just going to start dumping 11 infantry or land units. We've got enough money now where we can probably buy 11, so 43 bucks. We can buy 11 infantry and a fighter every turn, and start just shipping them over into Asia. We're going to use this to kill this fleet, or go to Africa, or take Australia, or maybe one or both, or whatever. But probably maybe head over to Africa and get him thinking this way. So anyway, that's going to do it for Japan round 5, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 6. All right, Germany round number 6. So USA bought 2 transports, 6 infantry, 3 artilleries. Everything went into the East Coast. And then he failed Alaska. He lost an infantry and 2 tanks. And now he's going to have to attack Alaska with 2 infantry and nothing else. No fighters. 2 1s against the 2. I might, if I can. I don't know if I can. If I have any planes that are in range of Alaska, I don't think. Man, I wish I had 1 fighter in range of Alaska. But I don't. Because that would be friggin' awesome. But not to be, so I'm going to see how that goes, but that's a big loss for him. Japan is in really good shape. I'm going to be sending stuff over to Africa probably this turn, and then bounce back over here to challenge this fleet. I'll probably kill the sub, bounce back over here, land in Africa, and then start taking this stuff from here, and he's going to have to divert some of this. And also his response from America is only going to be 3 artilleries after this turn. Then he's going to have to be back up to 9. But I did the math on this fleet here that he's got in C-Zone 8. 7 fighters and 2 bombers should wipe it out. Well, 72% chance. If I can get it up to 3 bombers, it's 91. If I go to 8 fighters and 2 bombers, it's 88. So I bought another plane and 9 infantry and an artillery. Basically, Japan just needs to do all the work. I probably should make a push for India, because it's not that heavily defended. It's really not. And I have a lot of stuff here that I can probably send over to India. If he moves heavy into Burma, I'll probably hit that and kill it. And then maybe make a push for India, but I don't think he's going to do that. So anyway, we're going to do 2 combats here. We're going to do 2 infantry and a tank into the Caucasus, and then we're going to do 12 infantry and 6 fighters into France. Now, with this one here, it depends. If we get like a great strafe, I might just retreat and leave him a couple units here. You know, if I have, let's say, between 8 and 10, or between 8 and 12 infantry remaining, I'll probably keep the 8. That'll give me 17 to attack with next time, and I'm going to bring a couple tanks back to Germany, and then maybe I can do a stack into France. But maybe not, because I'll have to deal with Italy as well. So we'll have to see. But I can keep trading this until Japan just pushes forward and sweeps. So that's what we're going to do. All right. All right. I mean, we lost 5 guys, which is about standard. Actually, we did better than expected. 50-50 was 7 losses, so we actually did pretty good. So we're going to send... We'll send a fighter back up there and the rest of them into Germany. And then we're going to send 3 tanks back into Karelia, and we're going to send 4 tanks into Germany. Right? Yeah. All right. Alrighty, we're gonna throw the fighter into Karelia, and then the 9 and the 1 into Germany. Our big problem here is that we don't have that many stuff here. 4 and 4, 8 units, 8 twos and 2 fighters against 7 twos. He's probably going to take it. The good thing is the follow-up. This should hopefully be a light stack next turn. So hopefully we'll be able to make quick work of it. So anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 6. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 6. All right, Japan round number 6. So United Kingdom bought 7 infantry, 4 artilleries. He's making so much damn money. What's that? 1637. He's got almost. He's getting like $40 a turn, which is just unbelievable. That's my fault though. I haven't taken because he kept Africa. That's why Africa doesn't seem like a lot, but it's huge. But we're gonna remedy that situation right now. And then of course he dropped. He only lost 3 guys. Taking France, but he can only supplement it with 3 more guys. And so I should be able to kick him out of it again. Then he's going to be back to heavy stacks. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. But I'm going to start taking Africa this turn, so he's going to have to do something about that. He's also got a decent stack in India, which he's starting to send guys this way, which is fine, probably to help Russia out, but that is what it is. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to have to defend the Philippines. We can kill this fleet. That's not a problem. But the problem is, I thought about moving my whole fleet up to 48 to block the Philippines. But then he can use 1 sub, and he can kamikaze a fighter and kill all my transports in 61 if they're unguarded. So I'm going to move my whole fleet back to 61 to protect my transports. And like I said, last turn we're dropping 11 guys. Oh, one thing that did happen is he failed Alaska, which is really good for us. So 2 1s against the 2. Is he going to win? Yeah, it's a 66% battle. So he's probably going to take that, just like these islands. But we kept it for another turn, so that's kind of nice. And we're going to actually be squeezing Russia more and more and more. So we went ahead and bought 1 bomber and 11 infantry, because we're going to dump 11 guys into Asia every single turn now until we squeeze Russia out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our destroyer, and we're going to take 3 fighters. And we're going to kill this submarine. We're going to take 2 dudes, go to 29 and take Madagascar. We're going to take 2 guys and 2 fighters. And take Kazakh. We're going to take 2 guys and this fighter and hit Vologda. And I think that's all we want to do. I don't know where his bomber is for United Kingdom, if he even has one anymore. I don't think he does. So we're not going to worry about it right now. All right. All right, combat was great. We did everything we wanted to do. We did lose... Did we lose a guy? No, I don't think we lost a guy anywhere, actually. Which is nice, really nice. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to send this fighter here, going to land on the Philippines. This fighter going to land on the Philippines. We are going to send artillery and infantry down to Yunnan. We're going to go here, grab these 4 guys, go back here. They're going to Yunnan. These guys are moving up. These guys are moving up. These guys are moving up. These guys are moving down. This guy's moving forward. Plane is going to land here. Now 1 fighter is going here. And the other fighter is going to go where is it going to go? I guess Yunnan? Alrighty. And then, let's see. These 3 fighters are going to 61. Our 2 aircraft carriers, submarine, and our battleships, and our cruiser are all going to 61. Right? Let's see. These guys here, let's move them here. Right? I think that's it. All right. It doesn't really matter if he decides to go and take Borneo or the Philippines. We can take both of them back, and from 61 we can kill his navy no matter where he goes. So if he wants to do that, we can do that. It's going to be a nuisance, but that's fine. All right. like I said, with the way I'm playing Germany now, all I have to do is I'll keep trading France, stack Karelia and Germany until I can completely stack France and let Japan do all the work, because he let Japan basically go unfettered. So if Japan is a powerhouse, then that will help us. But Russia was making way too much money before. He is probably going to trade some of these, but that's okay, because we can trade them back. Heavy trading. The more we trade with him, the less strong he is. So that's good. So, all right. And then we are going to do 2 infantry, 3 infantry, 6 infantry, and a bomber. All right. All right. That's going to do it for Japan round number 6, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 7. All right, Germany round number 7. So, USA, 5 infantry, 5 artilleries. I went there, which is interesting now because now all of his transports are here. So he's going to take 6 of them over here to take his 12 units. That's going to leave 4. So he's going to have the ability to transport 8 the next turn. And he's got the 4 here, and he's got 8. So he's going to have 20 guys in here next turn. He just keeps taking France. I gotta kick him out of there. I gotta keep kicking him out of there. Until I can stack Kaz or yeah, probably stack Kaz. Because I'm going to have what? These 6 guys are coming over here. Alright. And I'm going to take Africa. I'm going to deal with this somehow. I may just do nothing and leave it there. Because it really can't do anything. He doesn't have enough to take Philippines, I don't think. And this fleet is not powerful enough. I really need to go over here and kill this. Which I'm thinking about doing, but that'll take me a turn away from doing this. So maybe the next turn after that, when I plan to stack, I should be stacking Kaz by round 8, probably. So all I did was I just bought. Well, let's see his combat. Oh yeah, he he lost his bomber trying to raid Germany and did not get a bombing raid, so that worked out for us. He did take Alaska back, lost an infantry. It was a 66% battle, just like the islands in round 1, right? But it worked for him. And then Russia bought, I think, 5 and 3 infantry, 2 artilleries. And he took Caucasus back. He lost 2 infantry. And then he took West Russia, lost an infantry, and he lost an infantry in Kaz. So we traded him a little bit, and he's down to like 17 bucks, which is okay. But he still has an attack power lead on me by 1. I bought another fighter, 9 more infantry, 2 more artillery, and we're just going to keep trading until Japan can do its job. So we're going to take 2 of these guys. And 1 plane. And then we're going to take 1 artillery and 3 guys. And then 6 fighters. I want to cap this, but I want to cap it as lightly as possible because I want to have a substantial amount of infantry here because I'm going to have to kick him out of 20 infantry, which is a lot. So I'm running thin on men. He's trading me pretty good now, and I don't have a lot of money with Germany. I'm only making 33. Probably making 41 again, but that's not a lot considering what the allies are making. So let's run this and see what happens. Wow, combat was fantastic. We didn't lose anybody at all. He got no hits with the 5 guys, which that's kind of scary. Okay, this fighter is going back to Karelia. We're going to move these guys. Oh, we'll leave that guy there. We're going to put... five fighters back in Germany. Hang on a second here. Alright, let's do one of these guys and put him back in Karelia. Now I have 2 fighters in Karelia. And we'll put the 5 in Germany. Right? Okay. All right, we're going to put let's see. 2 infantry into Karelia. We're going to put 7 infantry, 2 artilleries, and a plane into Germany. All right. So we got 13-2, 6 fighters, 4 tanks. We got 8 fighters now. He could possibly lose none. He's going to have anywhere from 20 guys to, I'd say between 18 and 20 guys in France next turn. So it's going to take a significant amount to knock him out of there. So anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round number 7, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 7. All right, Japan round number 7. So England bought a destroyer, a fighter, and an aircraft carrier because he sees my planes getting up there. And then he bought 3 infantry. Everything went into the United Kingdom. He is going full court press now on Germany, and I think he can knock me out. He's giving up Africa. Doesn't give 2 shits about Africa, and he moved everything into the Caucasus. I had originally planned to stack Kazakh next turn, but depending on, I'm gonna probably do it in round 9 now. So I just went ahead, and then what was his combat? He hit France, took it light, but he's gonna drop. Maybe he's gonna split these and drop half and half, which is probably a good idea. And he might even be ready to hit Germany. I don't know. I got to get some Japanese units over into Germany. I definitely need to get some Japanese units over into Germany. Fighter would be nice, probably. So anyway, mobilized everything into there. Didn't do anything into India. I really should have been doing more of a press towards India, but I haven't. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to stack. I think I'm going to just stack Kaz anyway, either next turn or the turn after, and then slide down into India. But it may be too late. It may be too late. So I probably should have full court pressed friggin' India. I mean, I could go here and here. Yeah, well, man, he hasn't really defended India. I've let India go way too far. So, but yeah, I've kind of mismanaged this. But anyway, all right, we're gonna do 2 guys and this fighter. We're gonna go one of these guys, one of these guys, and this fighter. We're going to grab both of these guys, go here and drop them in South Africa. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, let's run it. Come on. All right. I mean, combat was a success. It took me a lot of rounds to kill that, so I wasn't happy about that, but it did work out. We're going to send this fighter back down to Yunnan, and then this fighter is going to go... let's see. You know what? Let's send that fighter to Germany, and let's send this fighter. Send this fighter. He's up here. He can go to Germany. I don't want him to go to Germany. It's here. Can't go to Germany. So yeah, I guess we'll send this back here again. All right, then all this stuff is moving down here. This stuff's moving forward. This stuff's moving forward. All this stuff is moving forward. Let's see here. Our 3 guys are going over there, picking up these 6 guys, and drop them into Yunnan. Alright, I think that's it, right? No, we're going to grab this destroyer and put him over here. Actually, we don't even need that. But we will. Yep. All right. Oh yeah, and our bomber is going to go into Sinkang. Now, is our bomber good in Sinkang? No. Let's not take our bomber to Sinkang. Let's put our bomber in Yunnan. Yeah. Alright. Alright, we're going to put another bomber. Put the artillery there. 2 infantry. 6 infantry. 2 infantry. Alright. Alright, that's going to do it for Japan, round number 7. And I will see you guys back for Germany, round number 8. Alright, Germany, round number 8. So, USA did some interesting. They decided to go for the Finland Shuck in round 8 instead of stacking France. I think if you would have stacked France, it would have been a lot harder for me, I think. He went ahead and bought 2 fighters and an aircraft carrier for C-Zone 11. And then he took Norway for free. And everything went mobilized into the west coast here, or the east coast of America. And then with Russia, he just bought 3 infantry, 2 artilleries, but then he branched out, took West Russia, Ukraine, he tried Archangel, but lost. And he lost an infantry and an artillery. And then he took Vologda, and he took Kaz, and he tried to take Novo. So he hit everything surrounding him, and he lost a couple of them. Which is nice because now, because he spread himself so thin, I ran the numbers and I should be able to get a Kazakh stack this turn with Japan. Even if I only have 22 guys, it's still a 91% chance to hold. And so that's pretty good. I did consider a Hail Mary. Just to run it down here. I didn't do it. But I did think about it. So I ran the numbers. What would 6 fighters? Because if I dropped 2 carriers in C-Zone 4, I could hit C-Zone 3 with 6 fighters. That's a 71% chance to wipe this out. So 7 out of 10 times it wipes it. With me having like 1 plane left. And that would have set him back considerably, but given the state of the board, because he's going that way now and not stacking France, although he could stack France this next turn with, well, he could stack it with a shitload. What would that be? 11, 22 guys? Yeah. So he might just be going up here to take this, and then he's going to do a France stack, which he might do. But it's going to give me a turn to try to recover a little bit. And try to squeeze Russia even more. And he also committed himself so I can trade and maybe punish him for extending himself with Russia. So my buy was 7 infantry and 5 artilleries. I need a little bit of a hit back power with Germany. And then my combat is going to go like this. I'm going to take 1 artillery, 2 infantry, 2 fighters, and hit France. I'm going to take 2 infantry, and 2 fighters. And hit Northwestern. I'm going to take 3 infantry. 7 tanks. And 2 fighters. And hit Ukraine. And then I'm going to take 2 infantry. And 2 fighters. Actually, I'm going to take 3 infantry. And 2 fighters into West Russia. And try to cap some of this stuff back. If I can trade all this stuff, I'll kill this with Japan. I'll stack. Plan is to stack Kazakh in round 8, and then figure out what to do about this fleet here. But I'm going to start making even more Japan money by taking Africa. And if I can get down here to the island somehow, or once I got enough a stack in Kaz where I can either slide into the Caucasus and then produce, which might be the play, is to move into the Caucasus and produce. That would be awesome. So we are going to stack Kaz. That's our plan. So let's run these and see how they work out. 1 artillery, 2 infantry, 2 planes in France, 2 infantry, 2 planes in Northwestern, 3 infantry, 7 tanks. Okay. 3 infantry. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so combat. I 1-rounded him in France, and he got 3 hitbacks, and I chose not to sack a plane. I probably should have, because what did I make? What's my money? My money's going to be a lot less. Our fighter's going back to Germany. And now the problem is going to be every hit he gets in Ukraine is going to kill a tank. Oh, maybe I should have sacked a plane. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I don't know. Sometimes you just have paralysis by analysis, and you just overthink everything. So I kept my planes, and I will see what happens from there. But that's pretty shitty. Let's see. Yeah. And it would have been nice to have 1 infantry or 2 in there, but all 7 tanks only. That kind of sucks. I may throw this Japanese plane in the... Oh, well, it's not going to matter. She's going to hit that. And he's got fighters, too. Wow. That's going to be really ugly. All right. 5 artillery, 5 infantry, and 2 infantry into... Maybe I should put those in... What's that, 13? Yeah, let's do that. Let's put them in Italy. That's pretty terrifying. France and the Ukraine one's pretty bad too. But, well, it is what it is. Right? So, that's going to do it for Germany round 8, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 8. Okay, Japan round number 8. So I did something that's a little bit, I don't know, probably a waste of money, but I don't know, I'm paranoid. So United Kingdom bought 2 tanks, 5 infantry, 3 artilleries, took Northwestern, and took Ukraine. We knew he would. There was nothing but tanks there. He hit it with everything that he had in the Caucasus, lost everything but the fighters, but he killed 6 out of the 7 tanks. So that's a really good play for him, and then Russia's just going to clean it up. So that's a really good play for him. Although, because he treaded so thin, I am going to stack Kazakh now. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get this fleet out of here. I'm tired of it. And I want it to go. So I'm going to get rid of it. Man, I wonder if I should do that. Go there. And then I can threaten Australia. And marry up with the fleet. That's not a bad idea. Because he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just use one guy. One guy to take Africa, but then I can go 2 in Africa to 4 in Africa. I think it's better to take Africa. So, non-com, moved a bunch of fighters, mobilization, 2 tanks and an infantry to India, 4 infantry, 3 artillery to the United Kingdom. So, this is going to be a problem. USA can stack France and Northwestern, or both, with a shitload of troops now. So I got to do something. I got to make some good headway this turn. So I bought, and this is going to sound silly, I bought another aircraft carrier, a destroyer, 7 infantry, and an artillery. And the reason for the aircraft carrier and the destroyer, I'll explain to you. So this fleet here, that's in C-Zone 61, is more than a match for this fleet here. I can move it to 49 and threaten this fleet, which is exactly what I'm going to do. The problem with that is, if I leave transports here unguarded, with this fleet here, since he has a carrier and a submarine, he can send 1 submarine into 49 and send 1 fighter over to 61 and kill all of the transports. He'll sacrifice a fighter to do it, but it's a trade I'd make every day of the week and twice on Sunday because it would really set me back. So I can't leave this completely unguarded. I needed to buy a destroyer anyway because I got to get rid of this sub. The sub can hang out here and park it in my fleet and cause me some issues. So I need a destroyer anyway, so I'm going to buy one this turn. And then I just bought a carrier. Both of those C units are going to go into 61. That took up a bunch of my money, so it made it so I could only buy 7 infantry and an artillery. Although at the end of this turn, I am making $43. I'll be making 49, hopefully. So that will be much better. So the first thing we're going to do is take these 2 territories. And then we're going to stack Kazakh. And then we're going to grab this guy. Wait a minute. Not this bomber. This bomber is going to hit this right here. And then this bomber is going to hit that. I think that's it. I assume he's either going to send these tanks up here or he's going to push forward. But in either case, it's not going to help him for a Kazakh, for sure. So let's hope he doesn't get any hitbacks on in Kaz. Right, I think that's it. All right. All right, so I can send this bomber here. These three guys are moving forward. This fighter can move here. Both of these bombers can move here. These 8 guys are moving forward. These guys are moving forward. Our transports. Gonna grab the 6 guys. Go into Yunnan. Our 2 aircraft carriers are going to 49. These 2 fighters and 2 of these fighters are going to 49. Our battleships, our submarine, our cruiser, everything is going to 49. I can probably move this stuff here. Yeah. All right. All right, I think that's all I want to do. All right. Our aircraft carrier and our destroyer are going into 61. We're going to do an artillery. And we're going to do 2 infantry in Manchuria and 5 in mainland Japan. All right. We should be okay now. This fleet, unless it moves to 41, is going to be dead. Now, he may sack this transport and take this money island. But I can take it back. And still kill this fleet. So that's fine. And now that we have Kazakh stacked, he's going to be hard pressed to kick me out of there, which is good. And probably in 2 turns, I'll move this stuff here, so I'll have 11 more, so I'll have 32 guys there. And I can even leave the 6 here and drop the 6 more units here and have 11 guys there. And then in round 10, slide into Persia, slide into Burma. And then we should be able to squeeze India out. And by then, if we can squeeze India out, our big problem is going to be trying to save France and Germany. I need to get some more fighters from Japan into Germany. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't get there, so but I can put them all in Kaz. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I get them into Kazakh, I can start sending them over into Germany. Anyway, that's going to do it for a rather long Japan round 8, and I will see you guys back for Germany round number 9. All right, Germany round number 9. So, America bought 3 bombers and 3 infantry. 3 bombers and 3 infantry went into the east coast of America. And then he took Finland. It was undefended. And he took East Indies. That was also undefended. And then he put his bombers in East Coast. He's got nothing coming. But I suspect that England's going to buy an industrial complex for France. I would think, no doubt, 100%. And then Russia bought 5 artilleries. And let's see, 10, 12, okay. I can still stack the Caucasus with Japan, but I'll have, well, just over 88% to hold it. I got to decide if I want to double stack Caucasus and Kaz, put like 11 guys here and see if he tries to hit it. And I got to do something with this. If I hit India next turn, I got to set up some stuff to see if I can hit India next turn. But Germany's turn should be pretty short. So all I did was buy 11 infantry. And we're going to take 1 guy. And let's say, what, 3 fighters? And then we're going to take 3 fighters there and 1 guy here. Now we'll do 2 guys. And then we're going to take, let's see here, 3 guys. And these 2 fighters here. And that is it. Man, I don't know about that. Let's do, let's just do 1 guy. And 3 fighters. All right. All right. And we'll have Germany stacked with about 23, 24 guys and 6 fighters. So that should be pretty good. All right. Let's run this. I'm probably going to airstrike Ukraine with Japan. Just to get rid of this guy here. And we'll see what we're doing. Our position is not that great. Alright, combat was pretty good. We took everything. We lost one guy in West Russia. So these 2 fighters are going back. These 3 fighters are going back to Germany. These 3 fighters are going back to Germany. And then we're going to put, let's see. Let's just put one guy there. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be thin to win. Very thin. All right. Two fighters against 3 fighters, 3 infantry, 3 artillery. I don't know what the odds are. We'll find out. Oh, and these fighters here. So 5 fighters. Ooh, that might be not a bad move for him to do. Let's see here. Let me run a calculation real quick. All right, we're going to send one more fighter. And we'll send 4 fighters there. So we'll still have 6 fighters here. Actually, you know what? No, we won't. Because yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm safe from the 1-2, but I don't know for sure. At least for one turn, anyway. All right, 10 infantry. Actually, no. All right. All right. Man, that's going to be real tight. Anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 9. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 9. All right, Japan round number 9. So, United Kingdom, 7 infantry and 4 artilleries he purchased. Took Italy, lost 1 infantry. Attacked Northwestern Europe but failed. But that's okay for him because USA is going to take it. Unless he decides to jump up and take Karelia. Which he might do. That's all he did is UK. And then he put 3 infantry in India and 4 infantry, 4 artilleries in the United Kingdom. And let's see. What else did he move to France? A fighter to France. And 3 and 4. So he's got a lot of shit in France now. But I'm going to have 30 guys, and that's going to be it. All I got to worry about is England dropping now, because he's got nothing that's going to come back except for bombers. And I'm going to threaten Eastern United States again, or Western United States again. He's got no fighters in this fleet. That fleet is done. He did take this, but I'm going to kill it. So first thing I'm going to do is take both of these, and then I'm going to kill his transport, and then I'm going to grab 2 guys. Oh, I didn't even say what I bought. Sorry. I bought 2 transports, 3 artillery, 5 infantry, and a tank. The reason I did that is because I'm going to move transports in range of Western United States, so I need the 2 transports here. They're going to be safe in 61 now because he has no bombers in range, and this fleet moved away, so we're good there. I'm not going to chase this fleet because if I chase this fleet, it's getting my stuff away from India, which I want to threaten India. So now, okay, I took both of those. Now I'm going to stack the Caucasus. Now he's got a 10% chance to kill this. But we'll see what he does. And then we're going to airstrike this little guy here. And then we're going to take these 2 guys and this fighter and hit Archangel. And then lastly, we're going to take 2 infantry, go down here with 1 transport, land there. We're going to take our 4 fighters and go there and attack. We can't take our... let me see. Can I bombard? I can't because I'm going to kill this transport. So that worked out for him. But that's fine. We can do that anyway. I think that's it. As far as combat. I think that's all I want to do. Alright, let's get this stuff done. All right. All right, our fighter here is going to go. Let's put it back here. We're going to stack this with 11 guys, maybe 12. No, 11. We're going to stack this with 11 guys. Our fighter is going to go back to Germany, and our bombers are going to go where do you want our bombers to go? That's interesting. Where do we want our bombers to go? Let's see here. All right, let's go. I guess we can put him in Germany. They can get in position to hit India next turn because we're not going to be in position to hit it this turn. Although, let's see. Oh, well, they are in position in Germany to hit it, actually. But we're not going to have enough, I don't think, to hit it. So we're not going to do it. Let's see. Should I throw these guys forward? Yeah, let's throw these guys forward. That's not what I wanted to do initially. These guys are going to go forward as well. Let's see here. All right, we're going to send our aircraft carrier. Well, all this entire fleet is going here. Our transport's going here as well. Going to send the whole fleet. No, not the sub. Oh, yeah, we'll send the sub. Actually, you know what? Not the sub. Sub's going to go 52. No, not to 52. Sub's going to go 51. Battleships are going to 37. And then, let's see, we're going to go here with 2 transports. We're going to pick up 3 dudes, or 2 dudes, and an artillery. Go to 59, drop them here. Our destroyer, our aircraft carrier, and our 2 fighters go there. Right? Oh, I did the math wrong on this. I don't know how I did that. Because I said I was going to do that, and I never was going to bring anything else over there. So, that's interesting. That's okay, though. Let's see. I think that's it. Right? I think that's it. All right. All right. Our 2 transports are going into 61. Our tank. 1 artillery. And 1 infantry is going into Manchuria. 4 infantry and 2 artillery are going into mainland Japan. Right? Yeah. We are up to $57 for Japan. They are a monster. An absolute monster. Now this is going to be interesting. If he takes this, I hope he takes it. If he strafes it, this is going to be vulnerable. But if he takes it, that's even better. Then we can squeeze him and wipe whatever's left of Russia. So we're in pretty good position there. We're not in great position to take India, but what we'll do is now that we've got the Caucasus, we'll start building here. We'll start sending troops every turn. We'll land fighters here next turn, and we'll start sending troops towards Germany and towards India, like into Persia. And Africa's all ours. We can grab a couple of guys and take Australia next turn if we want to. New Zealand. Hawaii's already threatened. Alaska's threatened again. And Western United States. He's going to have to spend some money on the West Coast to defend that. So that's what we wanted to do. This is still a very, very tenuous situation in Berlin. But we'll see how if we can do anything with it. So he's got two choices. He can take Karelia with all these 19 guys. He can take Karelia, I think. Or he can go back here, but he has no reinforcements really, except for 3 guys. So he can go up here and have 3, 4, and 1, which is 5. So he can send 3 transports back, and then hit with 7, which would be 14 units, which would still probably be enough to take that, I think. But we'll see what he's going to do. This right here, I mean, just taking Africa, owning Africa is going to cut down on United Kingdom. United Kingdom's down to 35. Not a lot, but it's down to 35. And Germany's down to 28, which sucks, but Japan is an absolute beast. So what we can do is we can leave this for a turn, go down to Persia and crush India and take that and take Hawaii. And then just focus on stacking France and Italy. So we'll take Italy back with, well, we hope to take Italy back with Germany. I don't want him building troops there. Did not buy an industrial complex, which I'm kind of shocked. Especially with his money. But anyway, that's going to do it for Japan round 9. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 10. All right, Germany round number 10. So USA bought 6 infantry, 6 artilleries. 6 infantry and 3 artilleries went to the west coast. 3 artilleries went to the east coast. And then he took northwestern Europe with 1 guy that was free, which we figured he would. But that weakens his France stack a little bit because he can't replace it. He doesn't have anything to replace it. He won't be replacing it this turn, round 10. Round 11, it'll be the quickest time that he can put reinforcements into France. And by then, I'm going to have 20 more German land units at a minimum. For sure, 20 more in Germany. So, and then Russia, believe it or not, they just bought 5 infantry and they didn't do anything else. And they threw them in Russia. They didn't strafe the Kazakh, didn't even take Vologda for free with a tank blitz, which I'm kind of surprised. Maybe because he thinks I'm going to take Russia. I have odds to take Russia 93% this turn. And so if I succeed, obviously, it would give me more money if he earns more money, right? So maybe that's why he elected not to do that. Russia has $12 remaining. It doesn't really matter. He could have had 14, but what's the difference? So I just bought 1 artillery and 9 infantry. We're just still trying to put as much of a stack into Germany as possible. I did do the math. I can hold this 98%. He does not have a chance, even with the 1-2 yet, even with his 3 bombers. Now he may, obviously he's going to start bombing Germany, I would think, to try to get me to not be able to put 9 units in there, but that's okay. So we're going to take Ukraine with 1 guy. We're going to take Norway with 1 guy. We're going to go with 2 guys there and 2 guys in Italy. And then we're going to go 4 fighters in Italy and 4 fighters in Northwestern. And I think that is it. USA also moved his fleet over here into 55, and his sub went back to 56. So now, theoretically, I can still kill the sub. I can't kill this fleet yet, but this fleet over in 55 is not doing him any good. And he has no transports, really, so this is really an afterthought. But I am in position to take Hawaii if I want to. So, once I take Russia, I'll have to focus on India and Hawaii. Still doesn't have any transports to recap it. I don't know if I'm going to take it this turn. I'll have to think about it. I might. and just sacrifice my transports and just take it. And then maybe get my fleet in position to go after his fleet here if he goes into Hawaii. Anyway, we'll think about that during Japan's turn. Germany's turn is pretty straightforward, so let's get it done. Alright, combat was a success. We did lose one guy in Italy, but that's fine. We're going to send 4 of the fighters. Actually, 5 of the fighters back there. We'll send 3 of the fighters back up to Karelia. I don't know if I want to give him this. Well, it depends. Are we hitting Moscow? If we're going to hit Moscow, then this guy can go up into Karelia. He's got no other fighters that can get there. 1, 2, 3, nope. And then these in France, 1, 2, 3, 4, no. So he's got no other fighters that can get there. So this is the defense he's going to have against Japan. And it's a 93%. It's going to take 4 rounds, so let's see what I have left. I lose 32 out of 35 infantry. Man, that is a lot with a 50-50 battle. Wow, that could be rough. That could really be rough. But hey, it is what it is. So we will we'll move it up here. With the idea that we're gonna hit Russia. I think I have to take the 90% battle. So I think I will. Alright. I think that's all I want to do, right? Yeah. Alright, everything goes into Germany. Alright, 2876. 2 bombers and an AA gun, and I'm still pretty good. Alright, that's going to do it for Germany 10. I'll see you guys back for Japan, round number 10. Alright, Japan, round number 10. So, the United Kingdom bought 8 infantry, a fighter, and an artillery. He took Italy back, but he did lose an infantry. And then he took Northwestern, and he did not lose anybody. And then he he moved his 2 tanks over to Egypt, left his UK fighters in Russia, which I'm kind of surprised because he's not going to win that battle. And then 2 fighters moved to Sea Zone 8, okay. And then 2 tanks moved to Egypt. So, all right. Alright, so I just bought a bunch of stuff. I bought 3 artillery, 5 infantry, 3 more planes. And we're going to do a few battles here. Let me go back to my 1 Russia defense here. If I did the math right, and I think I did it right, 35-8, 1 tank, a fighter, and 2 bombers. It's 93%. I will lose a shitload of infantry. Anywhere from 29 to 35, but we'll see. We're gonna go for it, knock him out of Russia, and then we can just bum rush down to India and try to close him out. So we are gonna do the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this guy, and we're gonna go here, grab this guy, go here, drop both of them there. Go here and bombard. And we can use our fighters. And that's it. I'm going to do that. And then we are going to take our artillery and our 3 infantry and take Hawaii. You can't take it back, at least not this turn. And then we're going to grab these 2. And this one really here is just to block the tanks from bum rushing down here and taking the stuff back. You can only go here next turn. And by then, maybe we can fly some fighters down there or something and stop this. And then we are going to attack Russia. Okay, that guy can't get there. I think that's everything we can attack with. 47. Yep. Okay. It's going to take a lot of rounds, but we should win this fight. At least according to the calculator. 93%. Let's run it. All right. Nope. Forgot. Have my bomber set to die first. No bad. Alright. Combat was great. We got a... Let's see. How many... We had 10 infantry and 8 artillery remain. So what did I lose? 25 infantry? It's a 3% result. That's pretty freaking good. That is pretty good. We are going to move this stuff forward. Our fighter is going into the Caucasus. Our bombers are going... where do we want our bombers to go? And we'll put them there as well. And then let's see here. Alright, our aircraft carriers are going to 46. This transport's going up there. Fighters going there. Cruiser going there. Destroyer going there. We're going to move this fleet over to 51. Actually, you know what? Let's go. Hold on. Let's move this fleet over to the Philippines. So that way, they're in range of India as well. Our tank is moving down here. These guys are moving down here. These guys are moving down here. We're going to go over here and grab 2 artilleries and 2 infantry. Go back here and go to Yunnan. What else? I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. Alright, we are going to put 1 artillery and 2 infantry and a fighter into the Caucasus, we're going to put... let's see. Do I want the fighter to go there? Yeah, then it'll be in range. We'll put a fighter... Oh, let's put it there. Let's put a fighter there. Actually, you know what? I do want him in range. So let's put 2 fighters there. And then we'll put an artillery. Let's put 1 there. And 1 there. And then everything else goes there. What did I do here? Oh, you know what I wanted to do? That's what I wanted to do. Alright. 1 fighter's going there. 1 fighter's going to Japan. Do I want to do that? And then 1 fighter's going there. And then 1 infantry go there. Alright. I think that's it. Alright. That is going to do it for Japan round number 10. And I will see you guys back for Germany round 11. Alrighty, Germany round 11. So USA bombed Germany. About 6 infantry, 6 artilleries. They went over there. He bombed Germany, and he didn't lose any bombers, and he did 17 IPC damage, which is pretty good with 3 bombers. Almost 3 6s. It's almost the max. So he got 2 6s and a 5 with his bombing raid. And then he took out my transports that took Hawaii, which we figured he would. Which is fine. That's totally fine. All right. And then he took Northwestern again and took I'm sorry, he didn't do any of that. That was what he did before. Russia had no turn, obviously. Mobilized everything to the eastern United States. So I went ahead and just repaired as much as I could and bought 7 infantry. We're still pretty good, so I'm going to send 1 artillery and 1 infantry. And we're going to send 4 fighters. Oops. And then we're going to send 2 infantry and the other 4 fighters into Italy. And that is it. Alright, combat was fine. We only lost 1 guy. So our fighters are going back to Germany. Fighters are going back to Germany. This guy's heading home. This guy's going back to Karelia. And that is it. Alright. I did the math already on Germany. I should be pretty good still. He's going to bring 8 more guys over here. And he's got these guys coming over as well. And he's going to bomb me again. So that's going to suck. But it is what it is. As soon as I can get a decent amount of units in Karelia from Japan, then I can send all my Germans back. So that's going to do it for Germany 11. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 11. All right, Japan round number 11. So United Kingdom, 4 infantry, 4 artilleries, and a fighter. Fighter went to India, 4 infantry, 4 artilleries, and went into United Kingdom. He took Sudan with his 2 tanks, did not lose anything. And then he tried to take Italy, but failed. Wow, he only went, he retreated with 3 fighters. So he went he went light. 1 infantry and 3 fighters. No, he went with 2 infantry. Wow, okay. That guy needs a raise. That guy definitely needs a raise. USA is going to have to take it if he wants it. And that means he's going to deplete. But it's okay because he's got 4 and 4. He's got 4 more coming. But it's just a matter of time now before India falls. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here. I just bought a bunch of shit. I bought 8 infantry, 2 artilleries, 2 more transports, another bomber, and 2 more fighters. And we're going to set up to hit India in round 12. So this is all going to go down here. And the tank. And the fighters. Ooh, I could send the fighters and the bombers here. And then they can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do that. Let's airstrike it. Then he can't take Africa back. It's worth it. We can expend the planes now. We can expend the planes. We'll move these 2 guys over here to Australia, take the rest of Australia. And that's going to be it for the combat. Right? That's going to be it for the combat. All right. All right. All right. We are going to send our bombers and our fighters into Italian East Africa. This guy's going to move back. Let's see here. We're going to send... we'll send 4. 4 artillery that way. Actually, you know what? We don't need to. Well, yeah, we will. We'll send 4 artillery that way. Everything else is going in here. And then we will send... We're going to stack this. All right. All right, our transport is going here. And then these guys, let's see here. These guys are going forward. These guys will go down. These guys will go down. Our fighters going into Yunnan. Let's see. Our destroyer will go into 50. Both of our destroyers and our submarine. Our battleships, our cruiser, aircraft carriers, and fighters will go into there. And then we will go and grab this stuff. Go here. All right. I think that's all we want to do. Yeah. We should have, we're going to attack with a bunch of units. He can strafe one or both of these, but I don't know if he's going to want to do that. All right. All right, so our bomber is going to go to Russia. 2 transports go into 61. We should have what? Oh yeah, we've got 10 units there, easy. And we got fighters. Let's see. Our other 2 fighters are going to Russia. We're going to put 2 artillery and 2 infantry. And then we're putting, let's see here. 5 infantry and 1 in Japan. All right. All right. That is going to do it for Japan round number 11. I will see you guys back for Germany round number 12. All right, Germany round number 12. So he's actually getting a better foothold in France. And it's going to take me a while, even after I take India, I think, to... I'm going to have to buy some, like, subs and stuff. But India should fall. India should definitely fall. This turn, but he's getting it up to, he had it up to like 25% to take Germany before I added more troops. So this is going to be kind of tough, I think. But maybe not. Maybe not. So all I bought was 8 infantry and 2 artillery and repaired 3 damage from Germany. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this with 2 guys and my 5 fighters. Actually 6 fighters. 6 fighters. And that's what we're going to do. Oh yeah, because that guy's going back to Germany. Yeah. I'm going to have 36. I have 36 and 8. All right, 1%. All right. Let's run it. All right. For the non-com, this guy's going back to Karelia. All 6 fighters are going into Germany. This guy's going into Germany. I'm going to put 3 guys in Italy. Let's see, what if I go down to... What if I put 5 guys in Italy? 2% if he does it. Now we're just going to do 3. All right. We're going to send 2 artillery and 8 infantry into Germany. And that is going to do it for Germany round 12. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 12. Alright, Japan round number 12. So, United Kingdom bought 4 infantry, 5 artilleries. He took Italy. He lost 2 infantry doing it, but he took 1 more than he needed, so he took it. And then he took Northwestern Europe and actually took it back. His odds of capturing with not even moving the United States, which I should just add in the United States. So what's that going to be? 6 more infantry, 6 more artillery. Let's see, 6 more infantry and 6 more artillery. Oh, damn. Damn. He is going to get it up to 87% to capture Germany. That's before I buy anything. My reinforcements are going to be, I'm going to need to put, let's see, all my fighters got to land in Persia at the end of this turn. So they can all go to Germany next turn. So that's what I have to do. So after I take India, all my fighters need to be somewhere near Persia. And since he didn't take Persia, I can land all my fighters there and they can all go into Germany. So I did buy 3 more transports and a handful of land units because we're just going to take Alaska next turn anyway, just to fuck with him. Just to get his mind over here a little bit at least. And then I bought another bomber and a couple more fighters for over here. I am going to take 1 tank and send it through there, and that's so that my fleet after I take India can run into here next turn. We're going to take that. And then, let's see. We are going to go... We're going to take India. So we're going to take this, and this, and this, and this. Our bombers. Our fighters. This fighter. That fighter. These fighters. Alright, we're going to grab 1 artillery, 1 infantry, and go there. We are going to grab, let's see, 1 artillery, 2 artillery, 3 artillery, and all the rest of the infantry, and go there. We're going to send these bombers. Let's see. I got the wrong thing up here. Okay, 43. I've got 40. Why do I have 40? Oh, because I'm not using my bombardments. So let me use my battleships. Let me use my cruiser. And that is 43 units. So these fighters I'm not using in the battle because they'll go to Germany. Right? Right. All right. Alrighty. For the non-com. These are going up here. These are going over here. Our fighters are going to Germany. These 5 guys are going there. Ooh, I can send those 10 fighters to the Caucasus. Maybe not all of them. Okay, and our bombers can get... let's put them... Let's put them... Let's put them here. All right, these guys are going towards India. The sub and the destroyers are going at 59. Aircraft carriers are going with our fleet. This guy is going up here. All right. All right. Bomber to Karelia. Fighters to Moscow. Actually, we'll put the fighters in Karelia too. Fighters in Karelia. And then we're doing 3 artillery. And our 3 transports. And 1 infantry into Russia. Right? Yeah. All right. All right. That is going to do it for Japan round number 12. And I will see you guys back for Germany round number 13. All right, Germany round number 13. So USA just bought 3 more bombers. 3 more bombers and didn't do any combat. Moved this stuff up to Canada and then moved 6 and 6 over to France. So right now, after this turn, he's going to have 0% chance to take my capital, and then I'm also going to be able to go, and didn't care that I'm setting up to take Alaska, didn't buy a transport to try to take back Hawaii, didn't do anything about this. So that's pretty good for us too. So I just went and bought 5 infantry and 5 artillery because I'm making 30 with Germany, and he didn't bomb me. He's got the bombers there and he still didn't bomb me, so I guess he's saving them for attacking, which is going to be, I mean, next turn, yeah, it's going to be okay for him. I mean, it's going to be better for him. And then I'm going to take, I'll do what, 4 fighters again, and then 4 fighters again. Right, okay. Didn't buy any planes to come and supplement this either, so. Alright, so our fighters are going back to Germany and Karelia. And then we are going to mobilize. That's all we're going to do. We're going to mobilize 5 and 5 into Germany. So we have 37-13, 9 fighters and an AA gun. And we are set to defend Germany at least for another turn. And in 2 turns, this turn I'm going to have a shit ton of Japanese aircraft in Germany, and then next turn I'll have a shit ton of Japanese land units. So it's looking okay for us now. That will be the end of Germany 13. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 13. Alright, Japan round number 13. So believe it or not, he YOLO'd Germany. And he killed 10 of my infantry and lost everything. Bought 4 infantry, 4 artilleries, which are useless because he didn't even move his ships over here. Not that it would matter. So I think he's just done playing this, I think. And then attacked Germany, and it did not work. So I went ahead and I did kind of plan anyway. I'm doing it as if I'm going to lose and get obliterated. So I bought 8 infantry for Russia, 4 infantry, 2 artillery for Karelia, and then 2 transports and 4 infantry for Japan over here, and a fighter for Japan, which I'm going to send over to Alaska because we're going to hit Alaska again. So we're going to go like this. Go here. Drop those in Alaska. We're going to take our tank and run it over here. We're going to take a fighter and kill those. And that is it. Alright. Now we can move everything over here. This is all going into Poland. And then all of our air is going into Germany. This will go forward. These will go forward. We're going to grab... This tank's going to go up here. We're going to grab 6 of those. And 2 of those. We're going to go here. Grab 1 more. Go up here. Drop everything in Egypt. This is moving... And we'll leave it there. This stuff is going... Oops. That's going there. Oh yeah, our fleet has to go here as well. Alright, our 2 transports are going over here. Our fighter's going to Japan. We're going to put 8 infantry in Russia. 4 infantry and 2 artillery. Oops, no. We're going to put 2 artilleries and 2 infantry in there, and then 4 infantry going to Japan. Alright, that's it for Japan 13. I'll see you guys back for Germany 14 and probably the wrap-up. Alright, welcome back. This is the end of the game. So QUAN forfeited. He didn't even YOLO Germany after I moved all my fighters and stuff in there, which it wasn't going to work anyway. Actually, with his 3 bombers, if he could have gotten it still was not going to be enough because his fleet was going to be wiped out. I was going to have 15 planes and 4 bombers, and I was going to hit this fleet in Japan 14. So it was going to be over. A couple of things. There was a point in the game where he had enough stuff, and I didn't have any Japanese forces over here. He could have taken Karelia when Russia was still alive with probably like 19 USA guys. And that probably would have been the play. Because if he had done that, yeah, he would have given up France, but at least he probably could have gotten another 20 or so units into Russia, land units. And that would have prevented me from taking it for a long time. And then he could have focused on doing stuff in France, but he decided not to do that. The other thing that he did, and this happens a lot. I see this a lot. I've done it myself because it's when you get a France stack. Once you get a decent France stack, lightly taking the surrounding territories of Italy and Northwestern allowed me to keep just trading these light. Once you get a decent sized stack, you should be putting as many units as you can afford to in either of these 2 territories and stack them so that it becomes impossible for me to trade both of them. So then, of course, you would just focus on Italy, so you keep Southern Europe the whole time, or Northwestern Europe the whole time, and you keep adding the stacks until you have such a substantial stack in Italy that I can't trade it anymore. And then you can continue to stack France in Italy. And that actually might have had a chance. But I don't blame him. That happens all the time. You get so excited about stacking France and you keep dumping troops in there, it just becomes a stalemate. And there was no way that he was going to crack this, especially once I got Japan. Once Russia fell, Japan can just bum rush towards Germany and fill in. And as long as Germany can hold out, then the Axis are going to win. The other thing is, he never contested Africa. He just gave me Africa. And Japan just became an absolute behemoth. 130 attack power lead. But that's obviously after he YOLO'd his Britain stack. And then economically, I was making 113 units every turn, or IPCs, and he was making 55. So early on in the game, England had a shit ton of money, and when he did that, he should have been dumping as many troops as he could have into the Nordic territories up here, because I wasn't. My whole plan was just to stack Karelia and stack Germany and keep these stacked and let Japan motor, and that's exactly what happened. One of the turning points was there was a time also when he had Russia when there was no way I could stack Kaz. I just didn't have enough Japan stuff, and he pushed into Ukraine, into West Russia, and I want to say maybe Caucasus too. And because he did that, and maybe he went north, I can't remember, but it removed his ability. He went from like a 60-40 battle to kick me out of Kaz to maybe like a 10%. And then once I stacked Kaz, he had to abandon the Caucasus. Once I stacked the Caucasus, that's pretty much all she wrote. Because then India's just isolated. They're not going to get anything. The other thing, one of the mistakes that I made is that he wasn't really defending India. And I was just focused on pushing towards Russia. And so I let him have India way too long. I probably could have. And he never kicked me out of Burma. You can't let Japan stack Burma, even though all I did was leave one guy in there. By the time I stacked either side, it was too late. So, anyway, that is going to be the end of this game and the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. And I will see you back for another video.